test at the Adelaide Oval. The hallowed turf here at the SCG played host to the Dons' debut, to St George's record-breaking run of rugby league premierships, to Tony Lockett's magic boot and that against the odds Ashes century from Steve Waugh. So what better place to dissect this year's sporting highs? We're going to count down the top 5, unveiling the sporting moments that we think most captured the Australian imagination this year. The sporting superstars that we'll be talking about for years to come. Sean, it was a tough year for the club previously. Peggy O'Neill and the board had stood by Damien Hardwick. How significant was that decision alone in what ultimately proved to be a premiership?
So they finished 13th in 2016, Maddie. I'm right in saying 13th in 2016, and then to leapfrog and obviously finish top of the pops. Unbelievable.
Sean, because I know you love your league as well.
Yep.
Dusty Martin versus Cam Smith, when it comes to
Great matchup.
Who's a more impressive year.
Great matchup.
Boxing comes later. We're not going to see it. He used to drive a beaten-up Toyota. Now he is cruising around in a new car every couple of weeks as the sponsors jump all over Australia's 2017 sporting giant killer, Jeff Horn.
And new welterweight champion of the world. How do you like it? Jeff Horn, the brand new.
Sally Pearson's got it, could you believe it? 12:60 the winning time. My word, history repeats itself.
I think it's because we know what she has been through. And if you remember those pictures when she broke her wrist, you felt sick watching those pictures of the fall, and you saw her fight back on the way to Rio, and you heard the talk from the Australian Olympic team about how important it was that she would be there in Rio and what an impact she has on the whole squad. And she trained so hard and she didn't make it, and she didn't get to defend her gold. And I don't think people would have begrudged her retiring at that point. She had already achieved so much in the sport, but she didn't. She quietly went away. She went about her business. She did it on her own, not in a team sport, an individual sport. It's a lonely place to be. And she came back and she beat the best in the world. And the numbers tell the story, became our most decorated track and field athlete ever. If it didn't capture the Australian imagination, I think it should have. I think we missed it. I think that was our mistake.
I agree with you. I think we missed it.
5 epic sporting moments. I'm going to leave it right there before you guys send me down the river anymore. Thank you so much for joining me today. It has been such a pleasure to chat through them and to relive them with you all. Matt de Groot, despite leaving me out in the cold, I really appreciate you joining us today. Lisa Sthalekar, thank you so much. Enjoy the summer of cricket.
Thank you, I will.
Sean Maloney, great to see you again.
Thanks, Niav.
Why don't we go out with a look at some of our world champion, world title holding Australian athletes for 2017. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a super happy summer and a safe and happy new year.